Here's another one of those lessons that you guys absolutely love, where we have to explain and write a lot. This is lesson 2-3, applying powers of 10. The two words that I really want us to focus on with this lesson is estimate. That's when we have a close answer to the exact answer. And explain. That's where we use our words, not just show our work or put a bunch of numbers and symbols. I want you to use actual words to describe what you did to get your answer. We're going to work together on page 45, so I want you to follow along. We're going to do number 1 first. I'm going to read it out loud. The directions at the top say, use estimation to solve. A hardware store sells ladders that extend up to 12 feet. The store's advertising says, largest inventory in the country. If you put all our ladders end to end, you could climb to the top of the Empire State Building. The company has 295 ladders in stock. The Empire State Building is 1,453 feet tall. Is it true that the ladders would reach the top of the building? And explain how you solve the problem. So let's make sure that we understand what they're asking here. They want us to stack their ladders end to end. So here's one ladder. And here you can see I stacked up multiple ladders, and this is stacking them end to end. And we want to see if we stack all 295 of their ladders that they have in their store right now, if it could reach the top of the Empire State Building. So how could we solve this? We would have to multiply their 295 ladders by 12, because that's how long each ladder is, 12 feet. But we haven't been working with these big of numbers yet in 5th grade to multiply. So we're going to estimate. Again, estimating means coming up with an answer that's close to the exact answer. In order to find an estimate, I need to round each of my numbers. I'm gonna round 295 to 300 because that's a nice, easy number to work with, and it's close to 295. Then my 12, I'm gonna round it to 10 because that's also a nice, easy number to work with, and it's the closest to 12. So multiply in your head 300 times 10, and we get 3 with 3 zeros, so that's 3,000. So all of the ladders stacked end to end are 3,000 feet tall. And if we look back in the word problem, they said that the Empire State Building was 1,453 feet tall. So, to answer the question, is it true that the ladders would reach the top of the building? Yes! The ladders are much taller, that we can see that using our estimate. The next step is to explain in words how we got our answer. Think back to what we did first. We had to decide that we were going to estimate. So my first sentence is going to look a little like this. To estimate, I multiplied 10 times 300. I don't want you guys to get stuck on words that you don't know how to spell, so if you ever have a word that you're not sure how to spell, sound it out as best as you can, and then circle it just like I did here with multiplied, and put SP at the top. SP just stands for spelling because you don't know how to spell it. I'm going to continue with explaining my answer. So the answer to the 10 times 300 was 3,000 feet, and we can clearly see that that was definitely high enough to reach the top of the Empire State Building. So these are the types of explanations that I want to be seeing in your workbooks. Take a moment to copy down this explanation and then move on to number 2 with me. The school library received a donation of 42 boxes of books. Each box contains 15 to 18 books. The library has 10 empty bookshelves. Each bookshelf can hold up to 60 books. Does the library have enough shelf space for all the new books? And explain how you solved the problem. Again, I'm going to estimate here. So the 42 boxes, I'm going to round it to 40. And each box contains 15 to 18 books. So I'm just going to multiply the 40 boxes by 20. Round up a little bit there. So that would be, do some mental math, about 800 books in the boxes. The library bookshelves can hold 60 books on 10 empty shelves. So we're going to multiply 10 times 60, which is 600 books. So is there enough space in the library for all of these new books? I want you to think about it, write yes or no if you think that there is or isn't enough space for the books. Then here I want you guys to explain in words, and I left out some words for you to fill in. I'm giving you most of the explanation and I want you to fill in the empty spots. So to estimate, I multiplied blank times blank, and that's blank. The shelves can hold how many books? Fill in that blank. And then there is or is not enough space. You decide what to put in that fourth blank right there. Write down this whole explanation and fill in the blanks for number 2. Follow along with number 3. Nishant is in charge of collecting cereal box tops to trade in for technology items for his school. He keeps the box tops in 38 folders. Each folder contains 80 box tops. Does Nishant have enough box tops to, and there's 3 parts to this. Does he have enough to trade in for a printer, trade in for a digital camera, and trade in for a tablet computer? Use the table off to the side to figure out if he has enough to buy each of those items. And then don't forget to explain in your words. I'm not going to help you with this one. Use the other 2 examples to help you figure out how you should explain in your own words how you solved number 3.